Alright, so I have a bone to pick with this muttering codger. Because in Octopath Traveler, Champions of the Continent, this guy, who you can also find in Flame's Grace in the same exact location, is for some reason one of the strongest beings known to mankind. I mean, in that game, this guy is level freaking 100, and is probably one of the hardest guys you'll ever find in any Octopath game ever, as far as NPCs go. And I don't understand that, because in this game... Oh, never mind, actually, he's still pretty strong. I don't get it. Okay, that's weird. But he's not level 100. You don't have to be level 100 to beat this guy. I'm almost certain of that. And I want to know why this guy's so strong in the first place. I guess some things will forever remain a mystery. Anyways, I'm gonna put Ulbrich back. What's going on, guys? The NATO Skyer here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode, we finished off Ophilia's Chapter 1, and in this one, we are going to head on to the Flatlands to visit Atlasdam and go pick up Cyrus and start his Chapter 1. So, let's get to it. First thing I want to do is part ways with this cleric now. Alright, I want to pick up this Knight Ardent, who is significantly stronger and has a skill of sweep summable 8 times. Blessings to you, Sister Ophilia. Working hard, I see. Alright, let's hope this is not a bad decision. I'm gonna keep evasive maneuvers on for now, so I can get through here, hopefully with little to no hiccups. Alright. Now, the hard part is going to be getting out of here and making it to Atlasdam. Looks like from here I have to go southeast? So I can make it to the Atlasdam Flats, from which I'll be able to make it to Atlasdam. Should be just around the bend here. Atlasdam, Flame's Grace. Western Flame's Grace was to Swarky. Alright, let's head this way then. Man, I hope we don't run into any particularly tricky random encounters, because I am not equipped for those kinds of battles right now. Especially being the only party member on my team. Alright, let's give these guys a firestorm. Alright, that gets rid of everybody except that guy. Who thankfully isn't as strong as I thought. Okay, let's break this guy. You know what? Let's test out the Knight Ardent here. See what she can bring to the table. Oh, that's actually not too bad. It's pretty strong.
I'll not be deferred.
Alright. That's it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Ophilia has anything to say. That's weird. But hey, at least we still get XP for that. Alright. On to the North Atlasdam Flats. Alright. Welcome to the Flatlands, guys, although I'm pretty sure we've been here before. Regardless, we're gonna keep pressing onward to Atlasdam. Noble Court, Flame's Grace, East Atlasdam Flats to Atlasdam. Alright, looks like we want to go south. Looks like this environment is just mostly made of plains, pretty much. Alright, we should be approaching the East Atlasdam Flats now. Alright. Cool. And that should place us almost squarely in front of Atlasdam. Nice. Alright, so let's keep heading to the west, and we should make it right inside Atlasdam. I don't understand why the path going from the world into Atlasdam is so long, though. I mean, this place is practically a castle. Even has a drawbridge and everything. Alright, so, the East Atlasdam Flats. Well, not the East Atlasdam Flats. We made it from the East Atlasdam Flats. This is Atlasdam.
Hi-ho!
This is Atlasdam, the largest city in all of the Flatlands.
Very well then.
It's a city of learning, where many scholars come for the purposes of study and research. Alright. Seems like my kind of town. Lots of academia going on here, I imagine. Now, where's Cyrus? Actually, what can we buy here? I'm going to get Alphen out here, just in case we can find anybody who might give us more plentiful provisions. Alright, where's the party? Where's Alphen? There he is. Alright, I'm gonna take him back out. Let's see if we can't ask around to see what all's going on here. New weapons for sale. Nice. In charge of defending the castle town, this mercenary turned guard keeps a vigilant eye on those coming in and out of the gates. Once he spots a suspicious figure, he uses whatever means necessary to apprehend them. Alright, the townsmith and armorer have new wares. And you should give us a discount at the end. Alright. A thoughtful rancher who delivers the fresh milk from his cows to his parents every morning. His parents worry for his future, though, as he dedicates his entire life to work alone. Alright, let's take a rest at the end here. 65 leaves. Although I don't anticipate using the inn here much, so who knows if that discount will really mean much in the long term, but hey, I'm not going to turn down an opportunity to save some money. Alright, let's put Alphen back. And let's go check out the armor, now that we have new weapons for sale. Alright, what have we got? An arcane glaive, a light staff, another quartz rod, an oak staff, and a mage's staff. Holy crap, that's a fantastic staff. My god. That's great. Man, I'm definitely putting one of those on Ophilia. Thankfully, I have the cash to spare for that. A round shield and a sturdy shield. I think I'll keep the round shield on, just for that elemental defense boost. Pointed hat and a circlet, linen robe, sturdy armor, and a fur... Holy crap, a fur coat? Wow, that is a large jump from linen armor, from a linen robe and sturdy armor. I'm definitely taking one of those as well. Holy crap. Nice. Alright, and an empowering earring and a stimulating earring. I think I'll give Ophilia the empowering earring, although I'm pretty sure we have one of those already, so no need to waste more money. Alright, where is the... It's the one that gives plus 50, right? Yep. Alright, 599 HP for us now. Do I still need a wakeful stone? Or can I replace it with something else? I think this guy should have a stimulating earring, which should add to our SP. And Ophilia is going to definitely need as much SP as she can get her hands on. Alright, where is the stimulating earring? Alright, there we go. Now we have 600 HP and 100 SP. Now I have to go back to the inn, unfortunately, because, well, Ophilia doesn't actually gain anything when you apply those accessories on. It just kind of expands their cap, which does leave you a little short from the max as a result. Anyways, but now that we've done our shopping, let's go find Cyrus. He's my favorite character in the game, personally. Alright, there he is, the man himself. Yes. I think I know now who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. His name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. This is Atlasdam, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many a scholar studies night and day to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft. Certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit, Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man. In his shadowy subterranean study, he will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. Alright, let's take Cyrus along and hear the beginning of his tale.
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera.
A history teacher, I see.
But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now. No need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn.
This is actually one of the reasons why Cyrus is my favorite character. He just seems so benevolent and ethical.
The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor.
I do appreciate the very low-quality JPEG of the world map behind us, although it seems rather incomplete, unfortunately.
Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg?
Hornburg, you say? Isn't that the same place that Ulbrich came from? Huh. It seems strange to me how everything seems to tie back into Hornburg. I wonder if it has any significance on the overarching plot of the story.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands, as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago.
You know, Champions of the Continent actually gives us a date for that war. Apparently, in Octopath Traveler years, that war with Grandport took place in the year 1401, which means that this game takes place approximately in the 1600s, should be the early 1600s or around there, which I actually find pretty interesting. It's nice that there's some world building going on. Although, speaking of Champions of the Continent, I would like to know if you guys would like to see me do an LP of that game. It's definitely a stark contrast to this game, but it's no less interesting in my opinion. The story is definitely a lot more mature as things go, and I'll definitely have to set some ground rules when it comes to how I'll deal with the gacha aspect of the game in my videos. But overall, I don't think it's that bad of a game, so tell me what you guys think, if I should LP that game or not.
At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
I feel like this would make more sense if this were a busier classroom and if the students were already packing up and leaving, because Cyrus is playing on that old trope of the teacher suddenly talking louder as class comes to an end to give reminders on assignments and whatnot. Unfortunately, nobody's going anywhere. So, this seems more or less kind of a moot point.
Yes, Professor.
It just seems like he's raising his voice for no reason.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Yeah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the Special Archives.
Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Alright, let's go head into the library. What's Therese doing down there?
Oh, Professor Albright.
Christ, Princess Mary runs really fast. What the hell happened with the music? That was weird. Oh, thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is...
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course.
Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
Indeed.
Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what do they worship?
Very astute of you.
Alright. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell.
Huh?
I see. A shame that.
The truth
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that...
Oh.
You know, I'd really like to hear what they're talking about, honestly. Who knows, he might be talking about something to do with the Gate of Finis. Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies, and it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
I thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah.
Oh dear, I'm running late.
Good day.
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese. Yes?
Did
Do
you
have
have
a
a
question for me?
Okay. I don't understand what is up with the voice acting here. It's so weird.
No.
Alright. That's weird. But oh well, no time to worry about that right now. We've got to head to the library. Let's make our way there post-haste.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright, here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright. You're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of The Church of the Flame, a complete history, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
I've never seen somebody so excited to sign their name. Is something amiss?
Actually...
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy. When you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes. Much as the child is fascinated by a new toy. I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right, the expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
I most certainly will.
What have we here?
How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh well. Might I ask of you a favor? What might that be?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks. Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter.
I really do not like this guy's voice. Sounds so ominous. He sounds like the voice of every single antagonist.
My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
Or rather more of a stereotypical antagonist.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure.
Also, his red eyes are not doing him any favors.
It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
Silly papers?
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peer.
You are to share nothing. That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
Christ, this man is even assuming a battle stance. What the hell? Why is he getting so pressed about
goes
this?
against everything.
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone. Something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go.
Alright, see you later, asshole.
Wait, there was one last thing.
What is it this time?
Sir?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer.
Yeah, Christ, it's almost like he was mocking you.
Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
Is that Therese? The hell's going on?
What's the matter?
Oh, God. What trouble could you possibly be getting me into this time? Alright, no time to worry about dramatic irony right now. We've got to head back to the library to see what's up with that tome.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
You could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not. The tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some research.
And the game is afoot. Now, where to begin my search? I suppose I should have inquired with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The guard at the front door would know who had been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then, mayhap, I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. And here we are introduced to Cyrus's path action. Cyrus can scrutinize people and glean new knowledge from them. But be warned, it is based on a chance, so if you do fail that chance, your reputation will fall. Let's see now. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guards stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Intriguing. Let's see now. The key to the archives? Oh, I haven't got that. But I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. Considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. He knows the value of the tomes, and is burdened with debt to boot. Looks like we already have quite a likely suspect on our hands. Of course I got a key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping. I was just resting my eyes at all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? Interesting. He has a key, yes, yet he knows little of the true value of the books he guards. Alright, let's go head up to the headmaster, see what he's got to say about the situation. Alright. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I've had no reason to pursue those tomes in quite some time. Interesting. He has a key, this is true, but the dust gathered upon it suggests he has not used it lately.
Splendid.
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Now, who possesses keys to the archives? Should be the headmaster and the guard.
But of course.
It all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. The headmaster still has his key, so it can only be logical to conclude that the guard's key was used to unlock the archives. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh.
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off his person. So is it possible that the guard is our man?
No.
He would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And, most likely, one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
Put it all together, and our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably. That shifty scholar Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Word has it he's been doing his research underground these days.
Now then.
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. I'm surprised that nobody has paid attention to that gaping hole in the Royal Academy's walls. And so I have taken it upon myself to investigate the suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is of utmost importance to remember that. But there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. Alright, Cyrus has joined the party. All we have to do now is make for the subterranean study. Now, I will be taking a save here. And I will be ending the episode off here, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Octopath Traveler, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next one, when we'll make it down into the subterranean study and go take on Cyrus's Chapter 1 boss. Until then, though, I hope you guys have a great day, and take care.